Hello friends, welcome you in my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Muhammad Sirajul Faizi, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, LS College, Muzaffarpur. Today in this video, I am going to talk about reactions of alcohols. So let us start with oxidation of alcohols. You know the oxidations, you know the reductions. So what is oxidations of alcohols? An oxidation can only occur when it is accompanied by a reduction. A reactant that is oxidized loses one or more electrons, and the reactant that is reduced gains those electrons. So you know the oxidations, you know the reductions. For the reductions of organic compound, the opposite occurs, the additions of hydrogen and or loss of oxygen. So oxidation of alcohols, when an alcohol is oxidized, the hydrogens from the hydroxyl group OH and hydrogens attached to the carbon that is carrying the hydroxyl group are both removed, and the CO carbon single bond O single bond is changed to a carbon double bond O. Look at these reactions. Carbon carrying hydrogen carrying OH, it removes these two protons and carbon double bond oxygen will form. The reason this reaction is classified as an oxidation, loss of electrons, is that the hydrogens that is bonded to hydroxyl carrying carbon leaves the alcohol and takes both of electrons from the bond with it. Hydrogens with two electrons is called hydride ions. The O draw above below the arrows is in chemical equation is often used to indicate the reactant is being oxidized and should not be confused with the presence of catalyst. When oxidation is indicated by using then the identify the oxidizing agent, this is actually a reactant, and destinations of hydrogens are often omitted from the chemical equations. So oxidations of alcohol, the structure of alcohol determines the identity of its oxidation products. Oxidations of primary alcohol gives an aldehyde. The oxidations of primary alcohol produce an aldehyde because the hydroxyl group of a primary alcohol is attached to a carbon at an end of the parent chain, and therefore the carbonyl group in the product is at the end of the chain. Look at here, this proton and this proton will remove and an aldehyde is formed. A specific example of oxidation of primary alcohol is oxidation of ethanol. Oxidation of ethanol, NADA plus alcohol dehydrogenase oxidations give ethanol and aldehyde and NADH, H plus. So this hydrogen is here and this hydrogen is here. Certain organic molecules and inorganic oxidizing agent such as permanganate can further oxidize aldehyde to produce carboxylic acid. Primary alcohol give aldehyde under equilibrium and give carboxylic acid. For humans and many animals, that conversion of ethanol and aldehyde to acetic acid, carboxylic acid, is the second step of alcohol oxidation reaction. Shown below is the catalyzed by the enzyme called acetaldehyde dehydrogenase. Look at this. This is the ethanol. Alcohol dehydrogenase give ethanol and acetaldehyde dehydrogenase give ethanoic acid. So most individuals of Asian descent have one of the two variants in DNA that each results in especially efficient from alcohol dehydrogenase enzyme that catalyze the first reactions, and a lot of other. Now oxidations of secondary alcohol. you see this OH is attached with the carbon and it contains 2R. This is the secondary alcohol. Oxidation of secondary alcohol produces ketones. A ketone is produced because the hydroxyl group of secondary alcohol is attached to a carbon that is not at the end of the parent chain, and therefore the carbonyl group in the product is not at the end of the parent chain. A specific example of oxidation of secondary alcohol is the oxidation of 2-propanol. 2-propanol undergo oxidation give 2-propanol. Oxidation of tertiary alcohol. A tertiary alcohol cannot be oxidized to an aldehyde or ketone because tertiary alcohol do not have hydrogens attached to carbon that is carrying the hydroxyl groups. No reactions. So just write it down. This is the permanganate will first oxidize the primary alcohol to aldehyde, and then it will give oxidize the aldehyde to produce the carboxylic acid. Draw and name the aldehyde that is initially formed, and then the carboxylic acid that is subsequently formed in the oxidation of ethanol when MnO4 minus is used as the oxidative agent. Do this. So friends, hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.